Bethel Park and Mount Lebanon are tied 0-0. We'll come back and it'll be a 2nd and 10 here for the Hawks. Don't go away, folks. Back in the second half here, Bethel Park starting out rather quickly. They came out of the huddle, trying to catch Mount Lebanon off guard here. And Cam Hay lofts it up to Avery Dibble, and it is caught.
What an amazing...
It is caught. That is a gain. That'll be down to the 32-yard line. A beautiful placement and a beautiful catch by Dibble, able to drag his feet.
Very on that throw.
Yep.
Let's thank our sponsors for this evening's contest. Starting with Kimberly-Clark Consumer Products, the most trusted and recognized consumer brands. For all your chiropractic needs, call Bethel Park Chiropractic any minute. Welcome to our St. staff after providing chiropractic care to Bethel Park athletes and their families for over 25 years. Call Bethel Park Chiropractic Clinic for free exam to see Dr. Rosen can help you. 412-835-1636. Brasero Construction Company delivers excellence in construction services by consistently providing great project experiences. There's a runoff for the product to get a general trades contractor for new Bethel Park High School. As several civic services under activity at Bethel Park School District mailbox. State Wear Shorts is the proud sponsor of Bethel Park High School football. Call Agent John Kukowski for all your insurance and financial service needs. Oxygen 2 Restaurant proudly supports the Blackhawks on a successful season. Go Hawks!
Now, Mitch, one problem I think the Rush are having on the field is that they have not started the play clock, or the game clock here at all. They did not start the play clock for that first play here. Folks, that is our mistake. That last play was actually the end of the first quarter. So Bethel Park now will be going the other way to start the second, and they will have a 1st and 10 from the 32. Zach Enoch given the ball, bounces around the end and is met by a bunch of defenders. Forward progress will mark him down at the original line of scrimmage. 0-yard gain on the play.
That was a good read by the defense there on that rush.
Yeah, they definitely read it. They definitely swarmed to the ball. We're able to pick up the reads, and Bethel Park getting down. They want to get this play off, and the ball is given up the middle to John Mascaro. And he will gain 3 yards on the play.
Fullback number 39, John Mascaro. Number 72,
I feel more of a quick huddle. It's more what Bethel Park needs right now. As you've seen, that catch caught them very on guard.
Yeah.
I've been able to hear you.
Mike Berger switched sides in there. Bethel Park calls a timeout.
So now with this timeout call, what do you think the coach is saying?
I believe, they're just trying to get everything, settled, because with the way they set up, with Mike Brecker changing, everyone getting down, telling the refs where they are on the lines, it looks as though they weren't set. And the last thing you want as a football team is to have you guys not set when the play starts, because that just doesn't, you just don't get the best possible playoff. So I think Coach Matei just wanted to get his guys collected.
We're going to get you guys drinks.
Third down 7 for the Hawks.
Actually, what do you want something? Water? Cam Hay back back in the shotgun. Two receivers split out to the left, and he drops back. Can't find anybody, but he will be sacked. He tried to evade the pressure, and he just wasn't able to stay in the pocket, Mitch.
He wasn't. I feel like Mount Lebanon's been reading these plays more and more.
Oh yeah, they're definitely getting into a rhythm with what's going on here.
Loss of 4, opening a 4th down 11 for the Hawks.
A split fullback, no tailback. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Cam Hay drops back, rolls, he fires and oh! Cam Hay slipped as he fired the pass, and it fell incomplete. Thank God, because if it hadn't hopped, it would have been intercepted. That was turnover on downs. Mount Lebanon will start here with their own set of 1st and 10. Carmen Jansani checking into the game for the Hawks.
Do you feel that was the right play to go on 4th down?
I mean, I honestly can't tell. I don't know what's going through the offensive coordinator's mind. I'm not sure what they're seeing versus what we're seeing, but I bet you they called the play because they saw something they could probably have taken advantage of. It was just unfortunate that Cam Hay had slipped. And the ball is given up the middle, and he had stuffed right away. Mike Brucker not letting anyone go anywhere here.
Like you said, Sam, this is a hard-headed game.
Second down 12. The Blue Devils starting on the yard line.
That has to be unfortunate here for Griffin Park here, Mitch. Mount Lebanon's setting up here. Fullback goes in motion. And he rolls back, fires a bullet down the middle, and it is caught just beyond the chains here. 1st down, Mount Lebanon.
I must say that was a very nice catch.
Placement over Blue Devils 1st down. Always behind the Blue Devils 43-yard line.
With a man in motion, Mount Lebanon rush up the middle. A nice tackle.
Wilson on the carry. Tackle number 5, Cody Gilchrist.
By number 5 coach.
6-yard gain, we're going to second down 4 for the Blue Devils.
The 6-yard gain for Mount Lebanon. Pace has definitely picked up. Quick out of the huddle here. Mount Lebanon, 2 wide receivers out inside. I anticipate a run here.
And the ball is given up the middle of the fullback, and he goes nowhere. Number 44, Jack McMahon, could not get anywhere.
Run down number 74, Casey Schreiner.
Casey Schreiner making his debut tonight in on the tackle.
Brings up a 3rd down and 4 for the Blue Devils. Ball spotted at their
3rd and 4 there. Do you believe they're going to go for their quick pass as they've normally done the last 3-4 rushes?
It seems as though they've gone some sort of short pass, maybe be an out route, a slant, a curl, just something to try to get close to the 1st down, if not past it. I'd anticipate them going to the air here. Man in motion. And the ball is given up the middle. They're going to try something different this time, and it works. And it works. He goes around the end, spins off a couple tackles, and is finally brought down by Danny Emma. Wow.
That was a good run there.
It looks like that the defense and the defensive coordinator had thought what you and I had thought, where they'd go to the air. And
We just weren't prepared for that.
they just weren't expecting the run there. Then again, I don't think half the people in the stands here for Bethel Park are.
With surprises all over their face.
Officials timeout.
Just take a timeout. Looks like a equipment malfunction here for one of the Mount Lebanon players.
This is not making each play bigger and bigger in this game. We thought we would see some points for this running attack with these high-powered offenses. We're not. We're in a defensive struggle. This is boom that the team that scored first.
7:15 left here in the first half. I'm sorry. And Mount Lebanon driving, about to cross into the red zone for the second time tonight, Mitch. Bethel Park making a defensive line switch, and the ball is given.
Now, Sam, I must say, even though Bethel Park has played with pretty hard-hitting attacks on defense, but Mount Lebanon just seems to be tearing Bethel Park up. Yeah, on their rushes and passing alone. I feel Bethel Park needs to really pick it up. These coaches really need to talk to them and just simply say, what are you doing out there?
I think if Mount Lebanon were to get this first down here, Bethel Park would consider calling a timeout, trying to just calm their guys down.
I completely agree.
And the fake. We're 68-yarder in on the blitz. Briarcheck looking for a pass interference or some sort of hold on the play, but referee's not giving it to him. The pass sails high. That'll bring up third down here. 6:20 to go.
You've been very composed throughout most of this run pass. A bit too overzealous on that possession. Knew it was a running touchdown.
That is not something we've seen here from this Mount Lebanon offense. On a second and over 5 or 6 yards, trying to go to the air. That's just not something we've seen. We've seen them pound it out, then go to the air on 3rd and short here. Running the spread, Roth under center, drops back. Whistle blows the play dead. Now Lebanon will burn their first time out of the game here.
What I must say is, even though Mount Lebanon bringing out all this intensity, their quarterback just seems to be flustered. He seems to be making his passes a little too quick. He's had 1 or at most 2 seconds left in the pocket to make his throw accurate, but I just don't see him taking the time.
It just seems as though he's trying to, instead of working the defense, it just seems like he's trying to just blow right through them.
What do you do?
Just taking this off.
Timeout at the end. Teams come back onto the field.
What's that? The scoreboard.
You're on the animation part of it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're working on it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Good talking to you, Coach.
With 3 to 7 to go, Mount Lebanon seems to be pulled out of the spread.
Coming out in the spread with one back under Roth under center here. Making a check down. He drops back to pass, fires it up to the corner of the end zone, and no flags on the play. Avery Dibble on the coverage. But just think, if that pass had been a little more on, that could have been a touchdown, because it didn't look like Dibble had his man completely covered there.
Exactly. I feel that timeout is exactly what Mount Lebanon needed. Quarterbacks seem to be more composed, made his throw more accurate, and overall made a better play than he has made for a couple downs I've seen.
It looks like number 13, Dimitri Orphanopoulos, on to attempt about 37-yard field goal, and that kick is up, and it has the distance. It is wide. It is wide left. He pulls it. Definitely a break for Bethel Park.
Exactly.
Definitely a big break, especially if he pulls it when their ball is in the middle of the field. That is definitely not something that Orphanopoulos was expecting or hoping for.
We saw last week, Peterstown already 3 or 4 touchdowns by this point in the
With that field goal, if Mount Lebanon would have converted, I feel that would have just given them the more room to move, the more, just as I've said before, momentum to push forward on offense.
And no points. I don't know
Mike Grimm's still in the game for the Hawks. Left tackle, 6'4", 302 pounds, getting recruited by Pitt, Youngstown State, in West Virginia. And Dibble throws it! And it's caught by Ed fumbled! It is fumbled. And there is... And the ball is given back to the Blue Devils. What an unfortunate turn of events here for the Hawks.
That was a crazy play made by Bethel Park. I must say I was caught completely off guard.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you heard the sound of my voice, but it sounded like I was getting really excited because the corners and the linebackers and the ends were just flowing to Avery Dibble after catching Matheny's pass, and Dibble decides to, and when he goes long, he connects with Rush.
I can say no one expected that pass. It looks like number 7 here is
Zach Rush, the receiver on that play, fumbled the ball. He is down, and he hasn't gone up.
These two squads have been for this game.
Now, what do you think is running through both of these teams right now after that hit and having Zach hurt on the field here?
That's definitely something that Bethel does not want to see. Definitely a prolific corner and an excellent receiver here for the Hawks. That would just be another devastating blow. Alexander Kearns went down last week with a knee injury, and I haven't seen him dress up yet here tonight.
Do you feel that Mount Lebanon will capitalize on this injury?
I feel this is something that Mount Lebanon should definitely try to take advantage of. Zach able to walk off here under his own power, but not without limping.
We hope for a quick and speedy recovery.
Keep in mind, Alex Kearns went down about this time last week, and he never returned to the game. He ended up sitting out, and I haven't seen him down on the sidelines yet.
We will definitely keep you updated on Zach's injury.
And Wolfson up,
pitch to number 24, Wolfson.
and that'll get about 4 yards here on the play.
37, Corey Roach.
Roach with his second stop on the night.
4-yard gain, second down 6. Develop our 35-yard line.
Go ahead, Joe.
Out of the huddle here is Mount Lebanon, set up with 2 wide receivers. I anticipate another run here by the Blue Devils. With a nice rush down to about a 5-yard gain.
Number 75,
Seems to be now a 3-and-1 for Mount Lebanon.
third down 1. Blue Devils on the 20-yard line of the Blackhawks.
The quarterback from Mount Lebanon seems to be composing his team in a right, mature and leadership way.
Stacking everyone in the middle of the field. Bernard checking motion, and the pitch is out to Wolfson. And just watching this Mount Lebanon line play, it seems as though they're getting the leverage on the defenders. It seems that they're getting their shoulder pads, chest level, they're getting their hips square, and they're firing out onto the ball, which is why it seems as Mount Lebanon is having an easy time running the ball tonight.
Yes, they have steamrolled Bethel Park's defense.
Now keep in mind, the couple ways Mount Lebanon has ended drives is on a punt, on a fumble, and a failed 4th down conversion. And Roth here is back to pass, and Dryercheck not able to get out of his break-in time to the sideline, and the pass sails wide of the target. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 10 here for the
Looks like
Hawks.
Mount Lebanon's quarterback going over to his coach to just see what happened. I don't know if it was a mix.
Just trying to calm him down, trying to make sure nothing gets to his head too much to the point where he can't convert on any more passes. Just so you know, folks, it looks like Zach Rush is back up here on the front end of the sidelines. And Dibble on the initial stop, but then brought down by number 5, Cody Gilchrist. So that'll be about a 5-yard gain.
37, Corey Roach. 5-yard gain. The 3rd and 5.
Zach Rush had we have been told that Zach Rush has just told the coach, put me back in, I'm ready to go back in. Which is definitely a good sign for Bethel Park. Definitely someone we need on the field because of his athleticism, because of his speed, and because of his quickness on both sides of the ball.
Hopefully he can get another catch like he did moments ago for Bethel Park.
Back in this spread, and the draw is to number 49, Tim Briarcheck.
Briarcheck on the carry. Tackled by number 39, John Mascaro. Bring up a 4th and 3 for the Blue Devils. Correction, 4th and 2.
Shane McNabb checks out of the game for the Hawks here.
This is now 4th and 2.
Shane McNabb is the starting center, and he rolls in on defense.
A 4th and more manageable 2 yards being for the 3rd. They have moved the football. They have to confident enough to get
The junior,
and then move forward.
and it looks as though a timeout has been taken by Mount Lebanon. That is their second of the half here. They will have one timeout left, and as they go to a break, so will we. Stick around. And we're back, folks. Mount Lebanon trying to convert on this 4th and 2, and they have been very efficient on these 4th and shorts and 3rd and shorts here tonight, Mitch. The Bethel Park defense and the team has to be trembling right now, has to be thinking, how are we going to stop this? What are we going to do if they come out and pass? What are we going to do if they come out and run? Briarcheck in motion, and they try to go to the air, and they fire it out, and it is way over his head. And Bethel Park will get a chance before the half. 2:28 left here before halftime.
With a wide open receiver.
Oh,
I don't know how he missed that.
had Briarcheck caught that pass toward the sideline, he could have easily taken it in for the touchdown.
Touchdown.
No one in front of him, everyone behind him.
This is wide receiver. They gave him the ball again the first time due to miscommunication. I am now leaning towards it being on the quarterback. He was brilliant in that first quarter, but ever since the clock changed,
It seems as though
he's been less than stellar.
Roth of Mount Lebanon has really been rattled here since that first opening drive they've had. He hasn't been able to connect on many of his passes since then. And the ball is given up to Enoch. He gets 2 yards on the play.
That's a nice little short gain. I think that's what Bethel Park needed right now.
Get it up to number 21, Gary Durst. Run down by number 68. Ian Annabelle Johnson. 2-yard gain for number 78 for the Hawks.
Ken Gilmore in the game for the Hawks, split out as the receiver to the right. They've got 2 tight ends, and a double motion, John Mascaro, and a timeout taken by Bethel Park. They're second of the half. Each team will have one left. They had to burn the timeout. There was 1 second left on the play clock.
Located throughout the stadium. Thank you for your recycling.
One big play.
Down.
Knot it up, and who saves? Here with under 2 minutes to go, and for
Back out of the huddle here. 2nd and 8. With a man in motion.
snap.
And Levi almost gets run over by his lineman and does get run over by two Mount Lebanon players.
That was an amazing tackle by Mount Lebanon.
Play almost didn't happen. The left guard was pulling, almost ran into Levi. Definitely not something that the Hawks are. This is new this year. Both of our cheerleaders instituting a t-shirt toss down here in the stands for the fans. Definitely a good PR stunt here for them.
Exactly. Hopefully they'll throw us a t-shirt.
See Mitch leaning out the window. Give me a t-shirt. And Cam Hay drops back. The draw is to Gary Gersten. The stutter step. The stutter step. He stops, and had he gone either way, he could have broken it for another 3 or 4 yards, possibly gotten a first down. And he stopped. They get 0 yards. And it seems as though they got a 4th and 8.
With 51 seconds here left on the clock, Bethel Park does need to come up with something big. With Mount Lebanon just pushing and pushing forward, a good offensive play is just what Bethel Park needs.
Now 4th and 8 here for the Hawks. The ball is on the 22-yard line. I mean, you expect. I mean, you sort of look at risk versus reward for the Hawks here. If they go for it, they have another chance to score before halftime. But if they miss it, they give Mount Lebanon basically a free pass to the red zone in order to put some points up before halftime. And points right before halftime, especially in this close of a game, could mean the difference between winning and losing when it comes to the end of the second half.
With 7 to go, I feel risk is better. They just need a nice good pass for the first down and then continue it on.
And it looks as though Matheny back there is punt. And Briarcheck, that's Mike, the senior, is back to receive. He has his heels pinned at about Mount Lebanon's 44-yard line, and Matheny's punt is off, and it is high. It is high. He calls for the fair catch, and the ball's mocked! The ball's mocked! Zach Schmidt pounces on it, and Bethel Park will get the ball back before the half.
As you were talking about risk and reward there, the simplicity and just, execution of Zach Schmidt there was phenomenal to track that ball down from the miscue from Mount Lebanon.
Briarcheck tried to call a fair catch, and as he went to catch it, he was running backwards. And I don't know if he tripped, I don't know what happened, but the ball came out. Zach Schmidt was able to box him out, pounce on the ball, and now Bethel Park has 43 seconds to go 35 yards or less. At least put Danny Christensen into field goal range. And they still have a timeout to do it. They're on the far side of the field, so if they run pass plays to that side, they will be able to get out of bounds. And plenty of time on the play clock, 10 seconds, plenty of time on the game clock. And Cam Hay drops back to pass, lofts one up to Dibble, and it is ruled incomplete. Dibble came down with it, but he was not able to drag the foot necessary for Bethel Park to move the ball inside the red zone.
I feel like we're keeping the ball more to the left side. We need to play some variance and move the ball to the right side more.
Bethel Park coming out here. 2nd down and 10 to go. We got trips out to the right, a split fullback. Alex Minton coming in motion, and Dibble gives it off, and Minton cuts it back inside. He will lose yards on this play. Loss of 2 here.
I feel like that play was read too easily by the Blue Devils. I feel that was something that Bethel Park needed.
Bethel Park will burn their 3rd and final timeout. 27 seconds here before halftime.
Construction services by providing great project experiences and is proud to be a general training contractor of the new Bethel Park High School. And CM Services is a proud team in the Bethel Park School District. Steve Wonder Children's is a proud sponsor of Bethel Park High School football. Following the check capacity for all their insurance and financial service needs. And Boston Two Restaurant proudly supports the Blackhawk on a successful season. Go!
And Bethel Park, they're facing a 3rd and 10 here, 27 seconds left. Danny Emas with a close split to the right. Zach Rush split out far to the left. Matheny under center. And he will roll out, step up, and he fires it. And it is caught! It is caught! Caught by number 82. Tom Ernst, the senior. What a beautiful catch by Ernst with 20 seconds left. The clock stops to move the chains. And so Bethel Park can get set. They line up in the same formation. And Matheny spikes it to stop the clock. 17.5 seconds here, and that was a big play, Mitch. That was a huge play for the momentum for Bethel Park.
It's on his back to make that kind of a play here. It just brings Bethel Park back into this game.
The farthest Bethel Park has advanced with the ball tonight. They are now down to the Mount Lebanon 16-yard line, easily within field goal range for Danny Christensen.
Second down 10.
Now it seems as though pressure would be on Danny Christensen, looking for points, looking for some momentum to build here before the half. And Leo Matheny drops back and fires one up, nowhere near his intended target. Dibble was not able to get back to the back corner, and so it sails wide. Almost picked off by Mount Lebanon's number 22, Matt McGraw. Matheny is now 2 for 5 on the night here.
So with 3rd down and 10 to go, with a nice little rush here.
And Matheny drops back, lost it up to Ken Gilmore. He's fighting it, and he can't pull it in. He cannot pull it in. That'll bring up 4th down. Now, Mitch, here's the dilemma. 6 seconds left on the clock. It's 0-0. You're on the 16-yard line. Do you bring in Danny Christensen just to try to get some points, try to get some momentum, or do you go for it?
Yes, you have to bring him in.
You got to bring in Danny Christensen.
Points on the board this early. It just set Mount Lebanon so far and bring pressure on their offense.
You know we're talking about offensive fireworks tonight, but with how this game's going, 3 points could win and 3 points could lose this game as Danny Christensen muffs it, and it is no good. And you can tell he's clearly frustrated with himself on that. But, I mean, other than that, a good call by Bethel Park's offense by sending out the kicker, because as I was saying, in this kind of game, as we're seeing right now, not what we expected to see, but 3 points could easily win or easily lose this game.
Exactly.
Oh, and the Zach Rush has checked into the game for what should be the last play before the half. And the Blue Devils line up in the I formation, and they will knee it. And that is it, folks. That will do it for the second quarter, of football here. And Bethel Park will go into the locker rooms tied at 0, and it just makes me wonder, Mitch, what changes they're going to make in the second half. But stay tuned, folks. We will be back with the marching band at halftime and the post-game show following. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about?
they like doing the halftime? Yeah, the camera chasing the field. You didn't talk to them. Yeah, I was we didn't have a group. We're still just there. Like there was, say this is the last step, the booth up here, this is the last step, and that's the first row of features. I set the camera up here, this leg was there, I had 2 legs back here, and we were standing outside next to it. There, walk, up there, up through the half, and then you put it in half again, and that's how big it was. What? I'm sure they do. I don't know, that's pretty kind of big. He's still on the field, yeah. I'll come up after the game and help you guys break everything down. He caught it. Able to like follow the ball time.
On that one, the rush play was kind of hard to get. I expected
I mean, you'll get that. Even the best camera guys get confused. But like kickoffs and stuff.